Hi, I'm Rupert, and today I'm going to teach you how to create strong passwords you can actually remember using a system that you can repeat again and again. So we all know we should be using complex passwords, but frankly they're difficult. They are hard to remember. They just seem to be a random string, or you can use some services like I've got on the screen that just splice a load of words together, or kind of substitute things regularly. But ultimately the challenge is they are still all very hard to remember. When that happens, natural instinct is to shy away from it, take the easy route and just use the dog's name, the football team, or worse still, password 1. Which we definitely don't want. So today I'm going to teach you a way that I've used over the years to create passwords. I've taught it to a number of people. One of them once said at the end of it that it sounded like a password sandwich they were creating, so that's what we're going to call it today, introducing your password sandwich. So it's a really simple process. What we're going to do is we're going to start with a prefix that we're going to add at the beginning of every password you create from now on. To do this, we're just going to take 3 or 4 characters that mean something to you, and we're going to capitalize them. So in my examples on the screen, NYC, favourite city is New York, Net Primates is the company I work for, and one day I'd love to own a Ferrari. So there's just a few that I put there. But it doesn't matter what they are as long as they mean something to you. In the example here, I'm going to use NYC. And as you can see, I'm then going to add a plus symbol to the end of it. So that's the prefix. So all of my passwords from now on are going to start capital N, capital Y, capital C, plus sign. We're then going to work on a suffix, which is going to be the end of every password that we use from now on. So in a similar way, I'm just going to pick a symbol. Could be a question mark, could be a hash sign. In this case, I've gone for an asterisk. So on top of that asterisk, we're going to add the year of a memorable life event, such as the year that you left full-time education, that you met your partner, or the year that your sports team last won the championship. In my case, I've gone for 97. I wouldn't here, for your prefix, use your initials, and your suffix, use your year of birth, just because it's personally identifiable information. Somebody might catch on to it. So let's just go for things that mean something to you, but are ultimately random to an outsider. This results in this example of a password suffix of *97. So that's going to be the end of all of the passwords I use. So now I've got my prefix and my suffix, we're going to work on the filling for our sandwich. And I've got a simple process for this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to consistently substitute characters from whichever service or device I'm logging into with some numbers. I've chosen the vowels because they're the easiest to remember, and I've done them with replacing them with numbers that kind of look similar, but ultimately you could absolutely make this random, or do yourself a little cheat sheet with your very own kind of codec, I suppose. So in this example, I'm going to change any A's in a word with the number 4, E's with 3, I's with 1s, and so on. So if I'm spelling out the word Microsoft, I would use M1, CR0, S0, FT to say Microsoft. I'd do that fairly consistently. Then simply I'm going to add them together. So my Microsoft password, if I was using this system, would be NYC plus M1CR0 S0 FT *97. That's it, simple. All I've got to remember is where am I logging in? It's Microsoft in the middle. I can use the same process to generate my Amazon password or even my computer password. So it's a very simple process. And I know I've gone through it at quite a lot of speed there, but if you take the time to work out how to do it for yourself with letters and numbers, prefixes and suffixes that mean something to you, it's a really good way of getting started. There are some pros and cons I need to point out. The pros are it's very much easy to learn, it's customizable to you. The passwords, I don't know if you noticed, but they're complex. They include symbols and uppercase and lowercase and numbers by design, and they're of a certain length because I've added 4 characters at the beginning and 3 at the end. So even a short word like eBay would be still a modestly long password. And they're easy to work out. If I forget my password, there's actually a good chance that if I had to generate it again, I would generate it the same way today. So I often don't have to, even if I don't remember it or haven't got it written down anywhere in a password manager, I can probably work out what my password is. There are some cons to be aware of as well. It is not as strong as a randomly generated password, so want to be clear on that. The system could be abused if a hacker was given enough information. If I saw 3 or 4 or 5 of your passwords all written down next to each other, I might work out how you're doing it. So you need to be aware of that. And unfortunately and frustratingly, it may not meet the complexity criteria in all circumstances. It might even be too complex, so some websites might not like me using the plus symbol, for example, in a password. So it's not 100% foolproof, but certainly it should get you a long way towards better password hygiene. I'd encourage everybody to go ahead and go away now and update one password at least that you know needs changing. We've all got one out there that we've been leaving around for a little too long, and I'd strongly encourage any time you're asked for a new password, have the discipline to make sure you use the new system. The more you use it, the easier it is. The easier it is, the more you use it. It's one of those situations. So hope you find it worthwhile for you and that it works well for you. If you need any help with passwords, do reach out to your IT support provider, who should be able to help. So that's it. I hope you found this video useful. Please do like it, comment, and share if you know anybody else that's struggling with passwords who you might think might benefit from this system. So thanks very much. Look forward to seeing you again.